everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Roe Show. I'm Roe, your host today and every day. My co-hosts are Taylor and Tyler. You know these two very well. I love having sessions with them where we just, go back and forth and shoot the shit and cut up. And please, when you're listening to the different episodes, don't take it personal. A lot of, we'll cut up and carry on and joke about stuff just to sort of keep it light. We like to keep things light. Mm-hmm. Okay, which is not a good segue into our topic today. Right. Because the topic today is not a light topic. We have a couple of topics to cover, but the one that I wanted to touch on because and it's really important to me is dying with dignity. It's called many different things: assisted suicide, dying with dignity, the right to die. I mean, it's referred to in a lot of different ways. I like to say that it's dying with dignity, and the reason that I say that is because, you have the people out here, and I won't mention any names or point any fingers, but you have these people out here that don't believe, they believe that by taking your own life, that you're committing a sin that's unforgivable.
Right. But let's not jump ahead of ourselves. What is it? Just so we're crystal
okay. Dying with dignity is, and it's legal it's only legal in a few states. Oregon.
We from Oregon.
It's legal in Oregon, Montana, Vermont, California, Colorado, Washington, D.C., Hawaii, New Jersey, Maine, and New Mexico. And what it is, and in each state, their regulations are different. But the way it works is if you are termed terminally ill and you're given 6 months or less to live, when you get to a point where you're uncomfortable, you could have the doctor administer medication that basically you go to sleep, you don't wake up. You're basically euthanized. And that's what dying with dignity is. And the way and the reason that I feel so strongly about it is, I've watched a few people now die from cancer. And I'm sorry, but there comes a point where, they're no longer able to communicate. They're in pain. They are physically dead. They're mentally dead long before they're physically dead. And I feel that it is, when our
they're
dogs
exhausted, they're humiliated, they're just beat down, they're run down. They are just, they're spent. They can't take care of themselves. They can't get up and move around freely. They can't use the bathroom by themselves. They can't clean themselves up. And these are people who
they're terminal.
Terminal, but oftentimes have been independent their entire lives. Every day is them having to re-swallow their pride or just, wallow in their own shit or, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, whatever, just terrible, unimaginable.
Well, not to mention that it's a burden on family. I mean, I personally would not want you guys to lay there and watch me die.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that's just a difference in opinions.
Maybe for you it's not a burden. For me, it would be heartbreaking
you would
to
think
know
that you were a burden.
That I was a burden.
We would accept you as our mother.
Yeah,
and
that
we
is
would
not
like,
she's
So
yeah, this is that independent. I'm gonna change my own oil shop right
yeah, exactly.
No, it really
She's
isn't.
being
I don't
ridiculous.
want to lay there and look absolutely horrible. I've seen what it looks like. I don't want to be that.
What it looks like.
So what I would want is when I get to that point where I know there's no coming back, I am in nothing but pain day in and day out. I want the right to say, you know what, I've had enough. I'm ready to move on. I mean, I'm not going to, I'm living. I'm not going to live. I'm terminal. So I'm not coming back from this. So you get to a certain point, you should be able to choose. We euthanize our animals, but we can't euthanize. I can't decide that I want to be euthanized.
Dogs can't type.
Listen, I'm not saying that it's like suicide.
We're trying to keep it light because we keep it light here, but as soon as you keep it light, you get the Superman death stare. I'm trying to interject some humor because shit was getting the air is thick enough in here.
With my kids as I possibly could, but then again, we're different moms.
But I do agree with
Oh, fuck
you.
y'all, I'm done.
That's
No,
what I'm saying.
No, I'm
See,
kidding,
I-
I'm kidding. They
I-
already know I love them to the moon.
No, I love my kids to the moon. She loves
It's
them like
conditional.
halfway.
It's conditional.
Yeah, like,
It's conditional.
maybe to like Arizona.
I mean, it depends on how much gas money I have.
Right?
But
No.
I will say that I do agree. I mean, I believe again that, you should have the right. It's not something that they should be like, oh, no, you have to suffer. They, the decision makers, lawmakers, states, cities, whatever. I do believe you should have the right that if you choose to check out,
I
you
like
should
the way you
be,
put that.
yeah, you should be able to do that. I don't think that somebody should be able to say, you have 6 months to live. It's going to be miserable, but motherfucker, you got to be there for it.
Yeah, I mean, I
think
agree.
I
At
should be
that
able
point,
to,
what's the difference in just taking a whole bunch of pills and ODing versus the doctor giving you one?
because it's not an OD.
Right.
It's
But
an IV.
still suicide. It is still agreeing.
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say what I would do were I in that situation, because that's one of those, like, you don't know until
Right.
you're there. But I don't think I would do it. But nonetheless, I still, like you said, we talked about it last night,
We did.
and you were like, my God is real. And I'm
I am
going,
strong in
I'm
my
going,
faith.
I'm going to
I may be
heaven.
a sinner, but I'm going to heaven.
And I tell you what, if you're on the fence, you know what I mean? Like, are you willing to roll the dice? I know plenty of times that I crapped out. So
I'm not rolling the dice on that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
I still
I'm
feel
going
that
to
we should
heaven.
have autonomy. I should be able to decide what happens to me.
And that's your deciding to go to fucking hell, Rhonda.
No, because I'm not the one administering the medication.
Oh, so because you
It's-
said okay, and you just laid there like, oh, I have no idea what's going on.
I'm gonna do what everyone else does. You know how they party all week long and then on Sunday they go to church and they beg for forgiveness?
Yeah.
Just before I take the last breath, I'm gonna go,
It's too late.
"God, forgive me."
How does the saying go?
Seriously.
How do those that plan to repent in the 12th hour die at 11:30 or something like
Right,
that?
something crazy.
You'd be like, God, please forgive.
Right.
The way I see it,
It's too
look,
late.
this is the way I see it. With all of the shit going on in the world today, I'm gonna be the least of God's worries. He's
But
gonna look at me and you go, you know what? I'll
different
take
story
her.
though. Different story
At
though.
this
It's like,
point, I'll take her.
that's the bad versus worse argument. You know what I mean? Like, why can't you be good in the face of both?
I am good. I'm just not gooder.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't think that it should be legal. That's where I'm at with it.
I
I would
didn't
wanna
know it
spend
was in
time with my
places.
kids. I would not want.
You would want your child to lay there and watch you take your
I
last breath.
thought that
You
was-
saw Top Out Rusty. No, I'm not
I
about it.
thought that was universally
No.
banned
I
in
would
the
absolutely
States.
want, if
I
my
didn't think
kids
there was
wanted to
anywhere
be
where that was
there,
legal.
absolutely.
It's legal. And as a matter of fact, I signed a petition to help legalize it in Maryland.
DeSantis
You're
2024.
ridiculous. No.
No, I'm playing, but-
Like, this is unreal.
You guys better abide by my living will. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, if you wanna die, Rhonda, we'll put you out, but I will be pissed. Just know.
Oh, you'll put me out if I'm laying
If that's your
there
will,
in a
we
coma.
have to.
But you won't let me euthanize myself if daggone it, I got
If you
2
want
days
us to pull the
to.
plug after a certain amount, I'll be the one. Cause
You-
I know
I
he's
can't
not
trust
going
you.
to.
I can't trust
know
anyone
Gavin's
else.
not going
No,
to.
you're fired. You're all fired.
They'll be
All right.
sitting
No,
there.
Gavin definitely ain't going to. He's gonna believe that aliens are gonna come.
Let's move on to the next topic. What do you guys think about this whole Bud Light controversy, this boycott going on?
Oh, this one's tough.
I don't drink beer anyway.
I don't drink beer either.
I can't see, I mean,
I don't know, man. I'll
the
let y'all
people that they're
speak.
targeting, I don't see drinking Bud Light. I mean, that's what sort of has thrown me on all of this. I mean,
Right.
Bud Light drinkers are your NASCAR, your football.
Your Bud
your-
Lighters.
You Bud Light, you Bud
Yeah,
drinkers.
the Anheuser-Buschers, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't see a guy dressed as a girl who's transgender going, hey, could you give me a Bud Light, please?
Oh,
No,
well,
I see them drinking, like what are
Like your
those?
Trulies.
Yes, yeah.
I see him
Truly-
drinking this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I bet you did see him drinking that, Rhonda.
They drink
Oh,
that.
goodness. He just came back from San Fran. So
Yeah,
pardon her.
right.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know. You and I touched on it. I mean, it's more so just they're it's like a lot of these companies that have been around for a long time.
Mhm.
Their base is dying off. They're getting old.
They're aging
So
out,
they're
yes.
trying to, I guess, their marketing is
Gen
trying to
Z.
keep up with the times. And I think they just took a swing and a miss here because again, it's like,
I think they swung too soon.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
No.
that's swinging and a
We
miss.
might be aging out, We're still not off the playing field
Yeah,
yet.
I still got my shit down
I
So
there.
let's
Still-
talk about it. What exactly happened? Will you explain, will you cover it a little bit?
So, I guess they had a guy, transgender.
Used to be a woman, now it's a man, or reverse, used to be a man, now it's a
He
woman.
used to be a man, now he's a woman.
So a
He just,
transgender woman.
he just,
Transitions?
yes, a little over a year ago.
Okay.
And they've put him in the Bud Light commercials as a female.
So that's a transgender woman.
That would, no.
Yeah, that's my
Is that how it
understanding. If
works?
you transition, you're a transgender, whatever you switch to. Transgender man if you used to be a woman. Transgender woman if you used to be a man. That's my understanding.
That's just the Joe Rogan article. Joe Rogan just says that this, what's their name?
What's that?
The person, the girl, the transgender person, what is her name?
Oh, Bruce Jenner?
But she's.
We're not talking about Bruce. I don't think it's Bruce Jenner
It
anymore though.
was- No, it was a man.
Dylan Mulvaney.
That's it, the TikTok influencer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it says Joe Rogan dubbed transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney an attention whore for partnering with Bud Light and eviscerated its sister brand's patriotic new ad as a stupid attempt at damage control.
they say that it's really, it's hurting Budweiser.
Why does it matter? Really?
I really, honestly, that doesn't bother me. I could care less. If they want a transgender person in the
I
Bud
like
Light
Dr.
or
Pepper,
commercials,
but
who
I'm sorry,
cares?
if somebody came on and said some crazy shit or something, I'm not gonna stop drinking Dr. Pepper.
I
Like,
mean, I
it
like.
doesn't even make sense.
I'm not so hardcore that I'm gonna go, oh my gosh, I'm gonna boycott you because
I had a friend of mine who that's all he drinks, Bud Light. That's all his dad drinks. And if you see this, man, shout out to you. You know who you are. But he was like, yeah, my dad said he ain't gonna stop drinking it, but we just gotta say no homo each time we crack one now.
That's too funny.
That's fine.
I love it.
But I really don't care who they put. Like, if you want to do that, as long as you're over 18 or over 21, whenever your brain fully develops, and that frontal lobe is the last to develop, and it is
Jesus.
what processes your consequences and things like that, repercussions for your actions. Whenever that is fully developed, if you want to make that decision, it doesn't affect me. So do what you do. My thing is
Great segue into the next topic.
Mhm.
like it just feels like there's an agenda being pushed, like you're trying to confuse people. You know what I mean? And that's where I have a problem. If you feel like just traditional man and woman couples are bad or whatever, so you want to start putting gay couples in cartoons and all this different stuff. In my opinion, just take relationships, the traditional family out of that shit altogether, and just have a cartoon where there's no sexual preference, there's no
Gender neutral.
there's no, not gender neutral.
Gender neutral cartoons where, I mean,
No. They can still be men and women, but we don't need to know if they're transgender. They don't need to be gay or straight or not sure. You know what I mean? Just have a funny cartoon. Just have a funny cartoon with boys and girls all through it. That way you can't say we're favoring one viewpoint or another. You know what I'm saying? Even though I think what I'm saying right now is ridiculous, the fact that it has to be discussed.
Right.
But it feels like there's an agenda where we're trying to push this stuff, man. And like I said, if you're gay, if you transgender, it's like, dude, do your thing. I support you. Just, the same way I'm not going to push my shit on you. Don't push your shit on me.
yeah, I agree and that's my stance on it.
Yeah. And again, it seems like all too often, maybe not with the Bud Light, but in general, like I said, with cartoons and video games and things of that nature, the target audience seems more and more to be children,
Mhm.
Carson came to me like 2 nights ago and was like, Mom, look at this ad that just popped up. He was watching something on his phone.
Mhm.
And it was an ad, and he was on a kid's thing, like a
Mhm.
kid's app. The ad popped up and it said something about LGBTQ plus, and it said ages 4 and up. And I was like, seriously, 4 and up? Like, this is popping up on my 7-year-old's ads for his game.
I
Which
just-
prompts
just-
questions and all
Right,
immediately.
Which I've talked to
It
Carson
plants
about it,
seeds.
so,
That's what
right.
it does. It plants seeds, and I'm with Tyler. I feel like there's an agenda.
Mhm.
I'm not sure what that agenda is at this point, but I feel like there is definitely an agenda. And, you know, the topic that we're talking about as far as adolescence segues me into the Oklahoma governor. That is, he has made performing irreversible gender transition surgeries on children of felonies.
As he should.
Yeah,
As he
I don't think
absolutely
that's
should.
right, because I mean, you never know, like, you know,
I'm
you,
30 years old and I still don't know what I want on a day-to-day basis. I could not imagine as a child saying, "Hey, Mom,
Yeah.
this is what I want to be."
forever, because
Right.
there's no reversing it, you know what I mean? So like, the parent could want, they had a boy, they really wanted a girl. So you press, you know, you kind of, you know,
Parents can have an
subtly-
agenda, yeah.
you subtly kind of influence them in that direction, and they decide, you know, 13, 14 years old, I'm ready to be a girl now. And the parents like, oh, hell yeah, gung ho, and they got the money, they go through with all the, you know, whatever, the hormones, testosterone, whatever the case may be, the surgery. And then the kid keeps going through school and they meet somebody that they really like of the opposite sex. And it's like, well, damn, I could never procreate with that person if that's what I want to do. I could never do the things that I'm envisioning now because I had a life change, literally a life altering surgery. I'm not the same. I don't even know what it would be. You're still the same person.
Well, you
but you're not the same
change. I think you
gender.
change and you're evolving. And I'm going to touch on, you know, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt's daughter, the woman, the blonde, the girl. When she was younger, she dressed just like a boy. You just knew that she was
looked just
gonna.
like Brad Pitt.
Yes. Now, you know, they made mention on whatever website I was on the other day about how she no longer is dressing like a boy. She's now wearing dresses, very feminine. You know what I mean? So I don't think I mean, shit, I will be 54 in 2 days. And sometimes I question, you know, not my
What the fuck do you
sexuality,
question?
not my sexuality,
Yeah,
but who I
somehow.
am and what I want from day to
Oh,
day.
yeah,
Do you know what
yeah,
I mean?
absolutely.
You
Oh, no,
sure?
we know what my sexuality is.
I don't know, because I know two people right off the top of my head that are very close to my heart that are transgender, and to me, that's them. Like,
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean? Like
I'm never
that's
gonna
who they
dog you
are,
for
though.
it. I'm never gonna dog you for it. Like if I saw
Yeah.
a group of people picking on somebody who is transgender, I'm 100% stepping in there and I'm gonna stand up for that person because, you know, again, it doesn't affect me. Like if that's how you feel, that's what you want to do, and you're of age, then go chase that. You know what I mean? Who the fuck am I? But again, my problem is more so with the agenda and what appears to me, you know, like something that's being pushed on the
Right.
younger generation for
Right.
whatever reason, you know what I mean? But that's where my issue comes in. As far as another adult making a decision that does in no way affects.
Is there
me,
an
I don't
animal in
think-
here? Is that her trying to get through the door?
It's probably them playing for a bone or something.
Does
like that.
anybody want a dog?
Two of them.
Yeah.
Well, really just one. The one's cool as a fan.
He is cool. The other one, on the other hand.
Yeah.
Catches a
mm.
bad rap.
Yeah, she's.
She's like that. She's like Harry Potter. You know how they made him sleep under the stairs.
She's blowing
And he
her
got
air through under
treated.
the door. Do you hear it?
That's
all I hear.
That's not her. That's him. He was sitting
Oh,
right
is it?
outside the door every time I walked out there.
I don't
So
have time for you, Tyler.
again, you know what I mean? It's that one
We
kid.
have, we have haters in here.
We have favorites.
Oh.
So what else has been going on with you guys? I mean, any other topics that you want to cover? I think we've covered some pretty, I mean, we could have, you know.
I mean, I don't think so, man. I mean, there's nothing that's really, how about them Ravens, you know, coming out the draft strong, but other than that, not really,
How about
man.
Aaron Rodgers not playing for Green Bay Packers?
Oh
anymore?
man, you talk about wanting to share news. I wish there was a fucking payphone in heaven. I would call Chuck Johnson and I would let him know that his
I know.
favorite fucking quarterback in the
Is
world.
playing on his team.
Just
It
join
makes
his
me wanna
favorite
transition
team.
over to the Jets, but I'm not. gonna
Oh
do it.
my gosh, man. We talked about that, and that was like that was a dream of his, man. Like I would love to have Aaron Rodgers, and not only does he have him,
He always talks shit to it with
Yeah,
me, like,
but he's-
oh, we need your quarterback.
Yes.
But he'll never leave. And look
Aaron
at him.
Rodgers, man. And he fucking, not only that, but they got a team out there now. Just I
Solid
wish-
team.
Yeah, I mean, they went from basement dwellers to, I mean, they're moving up the totem pole quick.
That
So
would be cool.
shout out Chuck,
I
man.
know.
Yeah, if I were going to pick another team, it would probably be the Jets, but you know, I'm stuck with
We'll see. You
I'm
guys,
definitely not
Redskins.
sticking
You guys
with
are under new
Packers, but I
ownership.
think I'm gonna
so-
Or
go
Washington,
local. I
whatever.
think I'm just gonna go local.
Commanders.
Hey, you can't go
What?
wrong, baby.
Yeah,
What?
because I'm not gonna be I was an Aaron Rodgers fan, let's be real, but I'm not gonna be a Jets fan, so that's dead.
Well, why
So
not,
I
why not a
figured-
Redskins fan?
Because.
Dead
they don't even-
skins. It's not
yeah,
even a
what is
thing
your name?
anymore.
You don't even know who they are.
They're Commanders, but the Redskins to
Yeah,
me.
let's go commies. What type of fucking rally
Commies? Like,
rally,
what?
call is that?
Not only that, the colors are mustard and ketchup.
Yeah, like
Who wants to
stale
wear
ketchup.
red and yellow?
That shit that was left out on your
Yeah.
meatloaf last night.
We're not gonna be a Commanders fan. That could be our next topic,
What?
football.
Man, what are y'all's topics? What's going on in the world
Oh,
that's
they don't
Someone
have,
said
they-
what?
perplexing y'all? I'm tired of y'all not saying anything, man. Let me get some fucking input,
I know,
assholes.
right? I second that shit.
yeah. We could,
You can join remote. It's 2023. The
You
technology
don't even
is
have to
there.
join. Just freaking post some
You know what I'm saying?
freaking topics you'd like us to cover.
Or fucking Zoom bomb us. Do something to spice it up.
Right.
Fuck,
Fuck.
assholes.
um,
Hold on, y'all want to see who it is? So I can.
yeah, we have visitors.
Oh, it's both of them.
Oh, no, just
Oh.
open it.
Out. How you gonna pump fake him like that, bro?
I know, right?
Huh?
He's closed her face right up in the
I
door.
know.
She knows.
He said, come on in,
Yeah,
Simon.
move,
No, I wanted to see
sorry.
who it was, and it's him right there, and then her
Oh, so it
standing
was
over.
her and you didn't want her in here.
Right.
did you?
I didn't want him, either one of them in here.
Oh,
We're
but
all-
you said it was only Bear outside the door earlier.
It
and now that you
was.
saw Belle, you're like.
Yeah, oh, now he's like,
I didn't want them to ruin my studio sesh.
Oh.
My studio
okay.
sesh.
So we
My
invited
studio
them in.
sesh.
I didn't want them to ruin my studio
What?
sesh.
All right,
Okay, so
Diamond
listen,
Dignity
real quick, no,
is not
let's
gonna
not,
be legal. We don't want it legal.
it's gonna be legal.
Yeah,
And-
to finalize.
And just so
But,
you-
like, continue drinking it, man. It is what it is. And the transition for the children, that's bullshit. We
It
can't
should
fight
be
for that.
illegal. It should
I'd
be a
say
felony.
21.
Once
If you
you're
can't
an
buy
adult
cigarettes,
and
If you
yeah.
can't buy cigarettes or go to the bar and have a
Right.
drink until you're 21, you shouldn't be able to turn your
Right.
manhood inside out or.
I'm not against it, but I absolutely don't think children
Until
should
20,
be able to
nah,
do it.
like I said, 21, if, you know, what I mean, if we were
Right.
21.
So that's my take. on it.
So that's what we have.
Yep.
That's what we have, ladies and gentlemen,
Thanks for listening.
always.
Appreciate
Always a
y'all.
pleasure.
Like, follow, share, subscribe, get on, suggest,
Stop
critique.
dicking around and
the
do
whole
it.
nine.
Yeah, give us.
If you don't know
comments.
how, reach out.
Or we're gonna put you motherfuckers in a Bud Light commercial.
Right.
Ooh,
Exactly that.
boycott all y'all.
Yeah. Gang, gang. See,
Gang, gang.
Judy Chop.
did you turn us off?